Hi! So I've decided to show you I've got a lot of crap. And each of these objects, there's a story behind each one of these objects. And that really, because I put a story to each one of these objects. And remember, these are stories. These are not true. None of my stories are true. But they happen in my mind. So they're true to me, but they're the way I remember this event. It was probably different than I remember, because I blocked out some of the painful parts too. So anyways, not going to talk about this ever again, but about explaining stories versus, truth. We're not. I think I've made it clear enough, and I'm going to be done doing some of the metaphysics now because I needed to just set the stories. So this memory right here that I'm holding, this little bad boy, is a trophy from a ball. Now, if you're a gay black man, you're probably going, I know exactly what you're talking about, And if you're like a gay white guy, you kind of know what it is. You've heard of it. You've heard descriptions of it. And it's kind of got this legendary status amongst the white gay men for being this legendary epicness of just what it means to be gay and queer, and acceptance and tolerance and love, because that's really what the balls represented to me. And I'm reminded of it. What it is it's basically just a giant let's get together and dance off party. It's a dance off and show off. You have to do the walk, and you have to like strut your stuff and show your stuff and show that you're confident, you're cool, you're collective, you're putting on a show. It's sort of like slam poetry for white people. It is the slam poetry of white people, to be honest. Of liberal white people. And I'm going to put this down because my hand's starting to hurt, but this trophy here, I won it. Because here's how I won it. So I was at this conference in Philadelphia. And this is when I was still doing my drag act a little bit. And but I was living in Ohio. So at that point, I was living in Cleveland at that point. So I looked at the program and it said it had a ball at this conference to celebrate the conference. I was like, I had heard about these. These things are legendary. I mean, white gay men, they worship these things because of just how amazing people are. Oh my God. How amazing they are. Openness, acceptance, love, tolerance. There you can see the fathers, you can see the boys, you can see the girls, and the daddies are making and keeping everyone in line and building legends. Literally legends. It's epic. The ball is just, so I had to see this. And worse, I didn't want to participate, but some of the other girls said, you got a good body, do the body. And so I got all dressed up, put on my pink dress that I love, that I got married in, I have so many happy memories in. Really, the first day that I finally was Maggie, kind of starting the path on Maggie, was that when I wore that. It's just a dress I wear that's very important to me. And so this right here was the trophy I won. Now, before you sit here and go, hold it, you won it because... No, let me explain how I won this. So they had us first do female figure. Or no, it was female... I said, I'm going to do female figure and female face. Realness. Was this realness? Yeah. Yeah, female figure face. So that means I have the look. I am a woman. But it's mostly competing on this. So they start the usual, we come out, we strut our stuff, boom, boom, boom. I do the walk. I'm trying to do the worst walk you've probably ever seen. And you can see the audience kind of snickering at me and going, oh, Jesus. Not another one of these gay queens that thought she could become in our world and be like the diva of the ball. Go away. This is for us, girl. But you know what? Let's have a good laugh out of this. because she's going to be entertaining. Because she's going to be stupid and then she's going to cry away like some stupid, silly white woman and not have that epicness. So I was like, sure, fine, whatever's. I don't give a crap. I'm getting to do and see what I've dreamed of seeing and doing. The kid in me is, yeah, this is my dream. I don't care. I don't care about it's this or it's that or I don't, all I care about for this is I just want to win one of these damn trophies. Because this is legendary to me. This is my legend. Balls are legends to me. I am in my Camelot. And so I did my walk. And I guess because they thought it would be funny, they put me up against another girl. The girl that was supposed to win. So they have this big giant MC. She comes out, or I think it was a guy. He comes out. Yeah, it was a guy. And he makes the announcement, and he says, he makes the proclamations. The most handsome man you will ever see in your life. Oh. The MC is always the most handsome man of the night. And he comes out and he talks. And he gathers the crowd, almost like he's the king. He is the king, basically. And they surround his throne of his monarchy. And they are some of the meanest, toughest, strongest women and men in the ballroom. Probably not a single one of them you want to meet on the floor. They earn that throne. They earn that spot by being just that legendary. And so he asks me, why should you be here? And I just drop into the splits. The entire room is laughing when he says that. And all of a sudden you hear, ha, ha, ha. Oh my God. The girl came to play. She's one of us. She ain't going to be playing any of that white game. She's like, I'm here to win. And they're like, we had like a little face off, but it was determined. Everyone in the room was like, if I hadn't gotten the trophy, the room would have rioted. Because no one expected that to happen. And that's an amazing moment. And what I always felt like, and I'm sorry, for me it felt that moment where I was accepted into Camelot. King Arthur himself had bestowed me a spot at his seat as a loyal liege to him. And I had a blast that night. I didn't win anything else. It really didn't matter. I was disappointed, but you know what? I didn't care. I got this, which meant I have my ticket to Camelot. And so the reason why this memory came back was I was watching Viceland, and they had a commercial for their new mini-series or series about ball culture. And I watched it, and I was like, oh my God, they got it right. This is my memories of how fierce, how epic they were, how great. This is my love letter to ball culture, I guess, because if I didn't have ball culture for that one moment in my life, and I've done 2 balls, and the second ball didn't go as well as I wanted, and I just kind of ran to the front and wanted to be more of a. Really, at that point, I went from being a child to being, to being a toy maker. I went from being a toy to being a toy maker. I went from being happy. I went from happy to being a happy maker. And I talked with the old ladies up front who were a little older than me, but not much older. And we had a fabulous night. And then I drove home and said, I'm good. But to all those in ball culture, thank you for helping this woman that day in Philadelphia. I will never forget that day, and this will never be given away. I'm going to put it on my shelf of memories because this is the day I realized y'all loved me. And yeah, I did come to play. The MC's overheating.